Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good today. So in today's video, I am actually super excited because in today's video, we are going to try out cheapest luxury products. So all this is going to contain minis of luxury makeup. So I have gathered some products from a lot of these amazing luxury brands. And yeah, I'm going to tell you guys if they are worth your money, if they are not. Let's test them out. Let's see how they work on my skin, and yeah, if you should buy them. So let's just dive right into the video. So the first thing that we have here is the MAC Strobe Cream Mini. So this actually contains 15 ml of product in here, and this retails for 1250. I'm sorry, I just have to look up at my phone for the prices. But yeah, so this, I also have the bigger version of the MAC Strobe Cream. As you can see, definitely there is a very good size difference. But here are my thoughts on the product. So if you are someone who has been wanting to try the MAC Strobe Cream and you really like it, you feel like it's going to be very good for you, you're going to use it for events and stuff, then I feel like you should totally go for the mini one, because it does contain 15 ml of product. You don't need to go in with a lot of strobe cream. Like, it's not a moisturizer or anything that you need to use a lot. I have had this strobe cream, the bigger one, for a really long time, and I am taking a lot of time to complete this, to finish this up. So if you are someone who is going to use the MAC Strobe Cream only on special occasions, not for an everyday basis, then I feel like the mini one is the perfect choice, because you don't want a product that's sitting on your shelf for a really long time and you have to throw it away. So better get the mini one and use it all up, So I feel like here, when you buy the mini one, you're getting a really good deal. So the next product that I have, the primer, which I actually don't have with me right now, but I tested it out recently, which is the Huda Beauty Jelly Primer. I don't know where I kept it. I looked through my entire studio. I looked through my house. I really have no idea where I kept that primer. It was a very recent buy and I just cannot find it anywhere. But anyway, that primer, I got it for 1,100 or something like that. That primer, okay, here are my thoughts. I like that primer. Okay, that primer is really good. You can look through the video that I was using that primer and see that I actually did really like it. The only thing about that primer is that I do not like the packaging of the mini one. It has a spatula to it. You have to use it on your face. It's not really that hygienic, and not only that, I feel like when you have a pump, you have a control of how much product you want to use on your skin. And overall, I feel like I have used primer like that in the past. It's a little bit of a tacky primer, very hydrating on the skin. Not something that I would totally recommend. So if you are someone who really wants to get the Huda Beauty Jelly Primer, I would say go to the store. If you have a Nykaa, Lux store near you, test it out and get the bigger version, because you're getting a lot of your money's worth when you buy the bigger version. Because if you get the mini version, you're really not going to be satisfied with it, and it's very hard to pick up product with the spatula. You have to go in again and again. So I just don't think, personally, I like the mini one from the Huda Beauty Jelly Primer. Now let's talk about mini foundations, right? So today I tried the Makeup Forever HD Skin. So this is something that I got very recently. It was for 1,900. It contains 12 ml of product in here, and yeah, this is something that I have been using on a daily basis. So I have my thoughts on this foundation. So this foundation is something that I really like. One pump does it all for my skin. It's a very good coverage foundation. It's not something that's super high coverage, I feel like, but it is something that is just going to cover up the the dark spots that you might have, pigmentation, but it is going to look like skin. That is a really good aspect of this foundation, is that it looks like skin. It's not giving me too much of a glow. It's not looking too mattifying. It's somewhere right in between, where I feel like a lot of people can use this foundation, and that is why I would totally suggest you guys try the mini version out. The full size retails for around 4,000 rupees. So I think that it's really good for luxury makeup to launch foundations that are in mini size, because then you can actually try out this foundation a couple of times. This foundation is going to last me for a really long time. I know that because I have an extensive foundation collection, and yeah, getting a mini is the most best thing. Like, it's the best thing for me for foundation when it comes to foundation. So I feel like, you know, instead of spending 4,000 rupees on a bigger bottle at once, why not just go for the mini one? Try it out, see if you like it or not, see if it suits your skin or not. Yeah, I just feel like as a whole, mini foundations are really a good idea. The only thing about this that I don't like is that you know, the shade range in the mini version is not really that much. You may not even find your shade, to be very honest. So that is the only thing that I do not like in mini foundations. They should include all the shades in minis as well. So for me, I did really like the Makeup Forever foundation a lot, and I would totally recommend you guys try the mini version out before spending your money on the full version. Okay, anyway, coming to the MAC foundation, I feel like this is the most kifayati you know, foundation that you can get in the mini one, because it contains 15 ml of product in here. The MAC foundation, this is the Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. If you are not a makeup artist, I would say if you want to try the MAC foundation, definitely go for the mini one. You don't need that much of coverage when it comes to this. It has really good full to medium coverage. It lasts for a really long time as well. It is overall a really good foundation to use for occasions and stuff, for events and occasions. And I know whenever I have to make my makeup super long lasting, I always pick the MAC one because it's really good. And the last mini foundation that I have here, which I cannot find it anywhere. Okay, so this is the Smashbox Hydra foundation. Now this is the foundation that's really very tiny, and it doesn't contain that much of product also. So it contains 10 ml of product. So Makeup Forever contains 12 ml. The MAC one contains 15 ml, and this contains only 10 ml of product. Now the Smashbox one is also something that I really like. It's good for dry skin. It is going to give you a very nice hydrating glow on your skin. It's very hydrating as well. So if you are someone again wanting to try the Smashbox Hydra foundation, you can totally check out the mini one. It retails for, I believe, 1,600 rupees. So for that, I really think that you can try this a couple of times. Of course, it's super tiny, so you know, it's totally up to you, but I really like this foundation. I might even get the full version of this. So since we talked about makeup, let's jump into some skincare minis that I have. So this is the Estee Lauder. This is the Night Repair Gel Cream. So this is for your eyes, and it retails for 1,600, and it contains only 5 ml of product in here. So yeah, it contains like very small amount of product, as you can see. Here's why I say that you should definitely purchase this mini one. I like this product, okay? It's not something that's life-changing, but I really like it, especially if you are someone who has dehydrated under eyes, and you know, when you wake up, you know, you feel like your under eyes are super dry. Then I feel like this is the best product for you, because it is just going to plump up your under eyes so nicely. I have been using it for a couple of days, and I have seen that it actually makes a difference in hydration aspect, okay? Not in the discoloration or pigmentation or dark circles department, not in any of that, but for hydration, this is honestly really good. Why I tell you to, you know, go for the mini one is because it retails for 1,500, yes, but the bigger version retails for 5,000, and to spend 5,000 directly on skincare product is something that I wouldn't recommend you, because you know, this is a skincare product. It may or may not suit you. You may or may not like it. It's not a makeup product. That makeup product has more potential to be liked by everyone, but when it comes to skincare, everybody's skin is different. Even if you're looking for 10,000 amazing reviews, you may end up not liking it. So rather than spending 5,000 on the bigger one, you definitely should test out, you know, by using the mini. Also, I would like to say that you don't need a lot of product when it comes to this eye gel eye cream, because you just need the tiniest bit of this product, and that's it. Like seriously, I'm telling you, you don't need that much of product when it comes to this. Very small amount and you're done. So the next product that I have here is from Laneige. So this is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. Now this is a very famous product. Here's why I'll say definitely you should purchase the small version of the lip sleeping mask. It only retails for 500. Sometimes you can get it off, and it you know, it contains only like It contains 8 grams of product in here. So yes, it doesn't contain a lot of product, but you don't need that much of amount. As you can see, I have used up a lot of this. If you don't like sticky lip balms or sticky lip mask, you're not going to like it because it has that sticky sort of consistency to it. Overall, I just think it's very kifayti to get the mini one of this product because it does contain good amount and you don't need to go in with a lot of product when it comes to this. Just a small tiny amount is going to do it for you. So I will say, rather than spending 1,500 on the bigger version, if you get the small one, if you don't end up liking it, you're not wasting that much of money, So yeah, I just feel like even for this lip sleeping mask, it's a good size considering that, this only retails for 500. So now let's talk about the mini concealer that I have from Bobbi Brown. I like this concealer, I really do. It is a concealer that I like to use when I feel like I want that fresh, natural makeup. And it honestly stays on my under eyes really nicely. It's a very good, overall a very good concealer. But if you are someone who uses concealer on a daily basis and you need that one staple product, then I don't think so this mini is going to do it for you, because look at the size. If you use this for 10 days continuously, I just feel like you're going to run out of it. But yeah, I've been using it for a really long time, but yeah, it's still there. Anyway, all I'm saying is, if you use concealer on a daily basis and if you need one staple concealer, then don't get the mini one. If you just want to try the Bobbi Brown concealer just for, just before buying the full version, you can totally give this a go, because I have been using it for quite some time and I really like it. So it's totally up to you, when it comes to this concealer. I would say it's totally up to you if you want that fresh, natural makeup and you want to try something from Bobbi Brown brand. I feel like going for this mini concealer is good, because this is the only thing I can find from the brand that is cheap. The rest of the products, they were quite expensive, so I just got this product and I really like it. Yeah, I don't really hate it, although I'm not going to purchase the full version. I know that, because I have a lot of concealers in my collection like this, which I really like. So yeah, for me it was okay-ish, and I think I'm happy with the mini. So the next product that I have, is this something that I'm definitely going to 100% recommend you guys, okay? So this is the Glow Wish by Huda Beauty, and this is their bronzer. I have recommended this product time and again on my channel, and why I recommend the mini one. Don't go for the big version, of this. Get the mini one. It's more better. It's really more better, because I have been using this product for a year almost, and I did not run out of it. I really like to use this and during the summertime, especially during the summer. Keep this on your wish list, and I'm telling you, you're not going to be disappointed. The formulation of this bronzer is very different. It has a very nice sheen to it. When you look at this bronzer, you're going to think, okay, is this a bronzer? This doesn't even look like a bronzer. The shade, it doesn't even look like a bronzer. This is a bronzer that is going to suit medium dusky skin tone, and you're going to love this, okay? It gives such a nice glow on your skin, something that I feel like people cannot detect, like it's undetectable. And yeah, just going for the mini is the best option, because you are hardly going to run out of this. Especially powder versions like this are the best to go for mini. Okay, so the next thing that we have here are lips, and for lips I have two products. One I have from Estee Lauder and one I have from MAC. So let's first talk about the MAC lipstick, and it's in the shade Velvet Teddy. Now I feel like as a whole, I really do like the MAC mini lipsticks. I feel like if you want to try a particular shade from the MAC lipsticks, go for the mini ones, because you get the color as well, and it's very cheap to get the mini one. So I feel like if there is one single shade that you're dying to try out, and if you can get it in the mini version, definitely do that. I have the shade Velvet Teddy. This is a shade that I know a lot of people like. It is a little bit lighter for my skin tone, I will say that, but I do really like the formula. I have applied a lip liner today, and yeah, I used it that way so that it balances out really nicely. I like the formulation, although I just think that for me personally, I wouldn't repurchase the MAC one, because I have so many lipsticks in my collection that I don't think so, spending 1,000 rupees on this tiny lipstick will, it's not kifayti for me. So for me, I like the product, but personally I wouldn't repurchase it, is all I'm saying. Okay, so the next mini that we have here is from Estee Lauder. Now this mini was expensive. It retails for 1,600 for this tiny lipstick. I would right away say it's not worth it. You know, 1,600 for this tiny lipstick is too much. It's a lot. It's a lot of money, you know. I will say if you spend like 2,000 more, you're going to get a MAC full version, like a lipstick, like a big size MAC lipstick. So why go and spend money 1,600 for this tiny lipstick? You know, I just don't understand why they priced it this way. And it's super small. It's like super tiny. So yeah, it's not something that's worth it. Definitely no. So the last thing that we have here is the MAC Fix Plus setting spray. You guys know how I feel about the MAC Fix Plus, right? I just don't really think that it does a lot for me. It, you know, like my Maybelline setting spray, my Mars setting spray, I like it more than the Fix Plus. Now coming to the mini version, it's total waste of money. Today I used 2 or 3 pumps of this and I already finished a lot of it. I don't like the spritz in here. I just think that if you really want to try the MAC Fix Plus, go for the bigger bottle, because this you can hardly get 3 or 4 use out of it and it's gone. So yeah, I just think that this is definitely not worth it. Even though it is cheap, not worth it, and I would not recommend you try this one out, especially the mini one. Overall, I just don't like the MAC setting spray anyway, so yeah, I just don't find it to be that good. So anyway, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. I did have all these products in my collection and I thought I should make a video on it, tell you guys if you should spend your money on these products, although they are cheap. You know, they are the cheapest from the brands that, you know, from these high-end brands, but still, you know, if it's worth your money or not. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.